It may have been MIBR's map pick, but it's Cloud9 that managed to take the win, and they did it with a 16-11 scoreline, looking really strong on their CT and T side, despite them often complaining about how their CT sides don't work out for them. Now, our analyst said Floppy would be the man to keep an eye on. Well, he certainly delivered, hitting 27 frags in that series and many crucial moments throughout it. And you gotta say, guys, Cloud9, they certainly learnt their lesson from last time.
They were looking good. They're looking very good. I think the entirety of Cloud9 played well. I think JT, bottom fragger for Cloud9, he was, to me, one of the best players in the first half. He was being super good towards the banana bomb side, being aggressive, denying MIB too much room to work with. And overall, as I said, he has to step up as an in-game leader in order for them to win against MIB, and he did. You look at it right here, he's looking at the bottom of the scoreboard, but I don't think he killed anyone the last 6 or 7 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. So he kind of slowed down, but overall, the entirety of Cloud9 had a great game. And as we called out, Christine, Floppy, man of the match again with Modem. I think those two are the star players right now for Cloud9.
Oh, they definitely are. And what a show that they put on here. And for MIBR side of things, man, I gotta say, if KNG didn't have those pop-off rounds in the clutches that he did, these 11 rounds that we see on MIBR side should be looking more like 5 or 6. So they were certainly not invested into this Inferno match. They livened up a little too late. I mean, even Fallen, I think he went 1-12 for quite some time. These are just not numbers that we're quite used to seeing coming out of MIBR's side. They're usually hot right out the gate.
Now, Potter, you've been back up to the drawing board again for us. So what are we going to be looking at this time around?
Yeah, I had to point out this round in particular because a lot of funky things happened and a lot of good things happened. And this was one of the solid rounds, one of the very few solid rounds we saw coming out of MIBR. Take a look at KNG. We talked about him all series long, but man, he stepped up here in this round. And there's a little bit more layers into this round that I really appreciated coming out of KNG. As you can see, they're going through a proper, normal, standard banana take, but he gets those frags out at the top of banana. And then at this point, you can see Fallen taking the bomb back to A. He's rendezvousing back with Taco, but take a look at OC. He gets this pick onto Fur. A nice look for him. He was doing it all game long, but at this moment here, KNG is top banana. He has control. He just got 2 players out at the top of banana, taking out Floppy and JT, and he's gonna drop his pistol here, making that bomb noise cue. And you can see OC here, he's gonna start moving, and he actually over rotates towards B, because I think Cloud9 at this moment, there's 2 options for OC. Because they're at a man down, maybe he's overstacking because they're just taking that gamble. If they come B, it's a guaranteed win. But I think that pistol, if we can go over to the point of view of KNG, you're going to see it. He drops it here at the top of banana, making that bomb noise cue. So they just over-rotate at this point.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart little move right here. Dropping the pistol, as you see in the screen, that's great from KNG, and that's, that's some of the smarts that MIBR definitely have. MIBR, they were not looking better than Inferno. I just think Cloud9 outplayed them, basically.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And this is where we get into the world where we go into Overpass, and this is such a key map for Cloud9. But you go back to the SK days of the Brazilians, right? The core of them. This used to be their stomping ground, but at the moment, not so much. Should we be scared for them?
I would be scared a little bit. Last time these 2 teams played on Overpass was at the Blast Premier Spring, and that's not more than a week ago. Cloud9 then ended up winning 16-12, and that was despite MIBR actually winning the first skill duels 16-13 in that one. So MIBR got off to a good start in that game. In a lot of the rounds, they just couldn't convert. And as you said, Fallen, top fragger for MIBR in that game. He needs to do it again with the AWP. This is a map where AWP players in general get a lot of space to work with. And the way OC played on Inferno, if he can bring in that same confidence on Overpass, I'm starting to believe that Cloud9 could pull this off. I'm really impressed by how they played on Inferno. And if I were MIBR and if I were Brazilian right now, I'd be a little bit scared.
Well, let's see if the Brazilians do have something to be scared about. We're going to our break, and then when we come back, it's heading to Overpass, and Cloud9 will be looking for that sweep 2-0. Whoa. Great way for it to go.
Banks, that's what happened. All right,
there we go.
Oh,
look at
hey.
us.
All right, this looks more like Banks. B stands for Banks. Perfect.
Oh,
okay,
he's back.
popped them in. Scrawny, how you doing, man? Oh shoot, it's actually Scrawny. I didn't expect that.
Whoa.
Okay.
Canadian
Yeah,
electricity
on
is
camera.
not
Oh
so
my
strong.
god.
Yeah,
What
we
if
had a bit of a power outage.
Hello?
Hello? Hey.
Yeah, Mother Nature, not a fan. Kind of tried to kick me off the internet. And
Okay,
then
no worries.
oh, okay. Hey guys.
All right. Well,
Sorry. Let me settle in.
We're into the pistol round. If you're you got everything open. We cool?
No,
Everyone good?
Give me 30 seconds. This one's yours,
we got
bud.
the Gob Beast strat, Cloud9 going out for long control, Rappin to go downstairs potentially. They don't see any targets, and yeah, they're going to run head first in all the CTs. And the kills come out. It's not so bad for Fallen, actually. Two for two, and KNG helps him as a next line of defense. I don't know if he big flanked around or if he was there in stairs as well to contribute to the stack, but Sonic and OC, door swings open. OC gets the kill. Oh my god, they're going to come back to A. This could be the Taco 1v2. Let him pass. Why not? Oh, one kill and can't grab the second. He's going to find it. Oh my god. He just barely misses it. Has to reload. Can't chase. Door closes behind him. Sonic's waiting. And Taco knows. He has the feeling. Oh my god. What an awkward situation. Sonic, 12 HP. Almost died at the top of stairs. Oh, he actually gets the kill. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Are you good?
Hello. Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know
can
what
you
I just
see?
missed, but it sounded really fun.
Oh my
Whatever
god.
just happened
Yeah.
there. I see Sonic with 3 kills. I heard Taco was doing something wild, so I feel like the kid at the party who definitely just missed out. But don't exclude me, guys. I'm back now.
Yeah, that was a wacky one.
Damn. All right. If I disappear again, it's because there's tornadoes outside or something. But okay, Cloud9 take the pistol. They're on the T side of Overpass. I'm catching up. Let me look. Guns are all over. Forced by obvious. This should be a good one. KNG, he's going to try to pressure outside of Monster by the looks of things. And yeah, they come up empty-handed. I like this very timid stance from Sonic here, really not wanting to give away guns.
He's hogging all the ADR, all the weapons too. Pressure towards A. Pim called their A stuff into question, said their A executes were really lackluster, but it's an anti-eco this time around, so it might be one of their easiest openings onto the site.
Or the evidence that Pimp needs to be absolutely right. We'll find out. They just leave Floppy tucked behind the corner, and he hears a lot of movement.
CTs look very frantic right now. They can't decide what side they want to be on. That's scary because, you know, the rotations are so short. I mean, it really doesn't cost you anything to run back and forth.
Floppy's patience, though, this could pay off. Fallen, he's going to walk right into it. Ooh, and then the follow-up damage versus the Scout. Remember, 1 Scout, 1 MP9. Modem, he's going to try to come in from long. He gets headshot, and KNG's going to follow up there with the SMG. He's got a little bit of cover, but too many players trying to gun him down, and these last remaining pistol arrows weren't able to get into the action fast enough. So Cloud9 holds strong in the 4v2 post plant. Looks like they convert from the pistol. Oh, whoa, hold on. Hold on.
Have we called
Taco.
it early?
Mm-hmm. Seems like Taco got that dirty deagle shot rolling. That's going to alleviate some pressure and definitely let the CTs walk out. But this is really just false confidence because, sure, you may get out of the back of the bomb site, but once you get to the front of it, you're going to have 3 Ts still staring at you. They're supposed to be cutting you down, but oh my goodness, Taco, he's going to give it a second chance. Really bringing it close there, and I like that. MIBR not shying away from gunfights, it seems.
I don't think they had a kit, though, did they? They could have at least got the kills. Yeah, I think they were really running low on time, but almost got both kills. So merited the try. So for Overpass, this is, you know, Cloud9, they narrowly won. This was a great map for Fallen last time around. Inferno was absolutely astounding for Fallen. I mean, some of their CT setups were bad, which might also be Fallen's fault, but his frags were fantastic.
Yes, sir. Oh, oops. I mean, it's TRK's fault. He stood in front of him, right? Little USB to the back of the head from Fallen.
For it.
The B site crumbles. Connector as well here in the favor of Cloud9. So 5 survivors, a little bit money made on the Mac 10. All is good for Cloud9, as it was at the start of Inferno. Remember, they went 3-0 up before MIBR tied 3 apiece immediately.
Yeah, different map, of course. But one thing that was interesting the last time they played Overpass was that JT, he did well today on Inferno. He also played last time, he played well on Overpass. Of course, the good performances are a bit more rare from him. However, good is with an asterisk. The only player who had a good scoreline was OC.
See how long first sits at -1 because he's not going to get a kill this round. So out of it already. Oh, whoa, but oops. That's a bit of a miscalculation. Sonic, he exposes himself to the swung open door, and they are going to try to chase this back, trying to get that offer. Floppy, not intimidated by KNG whatsoever. Looks like he's going to try to continue creating space, and we have MIBR sprinting upwards as fast as they can. Taco has to wait out the Molotov, and well, at this point, there's already T's trickling into the bomb site. They get mollied out, and they have to walk away. Cloud9, and most importantly, Floppy, just chasing down KNG and taking the round off of it.
Yeah, really nice to abuse those rotations. And of course, you hop out of the rounds. He, the only player towards A, they make that super fast. That's nice. So one way to avoid the executions is, of course, to move quickly enough that you have a read on where the CTs could be. There's no long setup there that they had to worry about. Nobody even on the back of dice or anything to slow them down. KNG meant everything to MIBR, and he could not stay alive. So yeah, man, that the end of that tail end of that last map was very, very interesting for weird reasons. On the one hand, though, you know, as was pointed out by Potter, like that could have been a way more impressive, even T side for Cloud9, as they came so close to winning so many of those rounds. KNG didn't get that ace. Fallen didn't get the 2 kills sometimes and open up for the 1v2 from KNG. Like Cloud9 would have just ran over them entirely. But that's not what we expected because their CT sides, MIBR CT sides, have gotten so much better. So maybe today's the day that Cloud9 can actually, you know, take a solid victory straight up, even though last time in Overpass was close.
Looks like they're going to keep up the tempo. Immediately taking control of short. Modum's just going to tuck himself in, and it looks like they may even go for the boost here while OC has prying eyes through short. He's got to be careful that he doesn't accidentally extend into the lines of the CTs, but here's Modum. He may have been spotted. Doesn't matter. He goes back in for the headshot, and...
Brave man.
Yes, sir. TRK, he's gone. Down for the count, but there are still many MIBR members here on this B site, and it looks like they're getting ever closer. They're going to challenge OC, and he's got his grenade out. Back onto the off, gut stuffs KNG, and while he's blind, he's going to miss that follow shot. Modum, he's running through the flames, trying to slay the entirety of the B site, which him and OC will. That's a full house between the two. 5-0 for Cloud9.
Keep up the fiery tempo, boys. This is pretty nuts. They're owning everybody here on the T side, running through fire, knowing the opportunity at hand. This is the kind of fundamental stuff on T side that will take it over the line. Fantastic shot from OC, man. That was a full 45-degree flick and almost nailed the second. Thought the other one was dead shot in the middle of the body, but somehow it missed, and he was blind, so he won't know.
Ooh, this is quick. Modum, he's just going to go ahead and run it back. This time it is just versus majority pistols, but KNG on the close side of the smoke. A double with the CZ. AK picked back right up. And there's JT and Sonic to answer with a couple kills apiece, but that's it. That is all they have managed. OC 1 versus 3. Doesn't know if short is actually in question, but the Molotov enables him to check the flank and now focus forward. 2 sets of feet fall down into short. All 3 players off of the scopes, but it's the sidearm from Fallen that prevails. And we have MIBR on the board.
Terrifying to have the 2 scopes jump out into the back of pit to attempt that 1v2. Shout out to KNG for playing off the corner of the smoke, just like Floppy did to MIBR in that first game, abusing that while it's still up, them trying to get path control. And OC, man, he came close to actually pulling that back, honestly. It was a really good try. But what a way to take the wind out of your sails, losing after all of those sick rounds versus better guns.
Yes, sir. Good trade frag. KNG right there behind Taco. So Sonic gets the opener, but he's immediately cut down. Bird definitely wants kills. Still -1. And he's inside the bathrooms, just waiting on the other side of the smoke. The flashbangs are heard all around him. Yeah, he's gonna drop that bomb. Doubles back and even catches Floppy. There's the third. Fur going big here in round number 7. And it's an important, crucial round because we need to see MIBR start converting here. We saw the economic reset happen on Inferno. We saw it cost them. And this time, Fur goes big. A 4-piece inside the bathrooms for the Brazilian second round.
Don't call it a 3K Fur. Oh. Really nicely played, man. All this damage. And again, abusing all of these smoke pushes from Cloud9. They frantically try to just scramble through. And they have some explosive T-sides. I like to see them using it. However, MIBR are prepared for the tempo. Yeah, JT. Continuing on. He's doing well so far. Oh, the flash is out. There's so many opportunities for this off. KNG doesn't know which one to pick, who to wait for, but he ends up being correct. Oh my God, OC, he's posted. He's posted. He knows where the second duel will come from. Oh my God. Let his op shot be known. Fur, he's gonna back off and never stand beside that wood again. Dangerous spot for him.
Yeah, you wanna boost on us? Come get some. OC calling him out, and now Modem, he's able to come back off of this. Another damaging shot here from OC.
OC. Damn, and he don't see, man. He's not seeing anybody he's hitting.
Yeah, don't see OC. And now they're gonna just go running at this A site, which is completely clear for the taking. I mean, you have to, if you're MIBR, recognize the fact that you're lucky you still have 3 players alive. You know, those op shots connecting in just a different part, that's done.
Yeah, they're wondering why MIBR aren't trying this. They don't know OC hit 2 people for 80 damage each. Holy moly. Yeah, he is definitely a great map for him. It's a nice open map for all the oppers. That's why him and Fallen did well. Good opportunity for Sonic to kind of get back into the game and get his performances up from the last series. Of course, KNG, room for him to play. Sick map from him last game, man. He was up to 25 kills before that game was over. And it was definitely way worse harder for MIBR to get any kills. So, man, they close this out. Bomb explodes on the A site. Cloud9 up to 6 rounds already. Again, this is the loser's round of 3, if I'm not mistaken. Loser of this is eliminated. This is and this would be an insane comeback for Cloud9 based on what we saw last time. And also, it kind of spits in the face of how well MIBR have been playing versus all teams recently, and TRK's past performances. There's a lot of things that Cloud9 have had to overcome to not only win Inferno, but to get this far on this map as well.
A couple of flashbangs over Fountain. Fur just gonna take a quick glance. Decides to immediately double back. We got a little spam damage. Sonic, he gets hit by the op. Or was that just the headshot? Either way,
yeah,
lucky to be alive.
Yeah, the M4 headshot.
Think
it has been a game of unconfirmed damage. Both sides, all parts of the map. I would follow OC in this match, in this map, to the end of the earth. Tell me where you want to go, OC.
He is their shaman, providing guidance. Does he expect Fur? Seems not. Floppy, he's going to get caught off guard. And we saw Fur playing around these smokes and bathrooms superbly just a couple of rounds ago, but he eats that flash from OC. OC providing vision to his team and stripping it away from his enemies. 4 versus 4 ensues, and we've got connector control for Cloud9. 35 seconds, though.
Looks like the B site is the apple of their eye. Stuck in beside the door. 24 seconds. They want to give themselves time to clear out angles properly. They're going to move.
We've got TRK and Taco standing on the ramp. They just need to line them up, knock them back. TRK with the double. That's the big one. OC, third frag for TRK. Third round for MIBR.
That's what we love to see from TRK. He plays that monster pillar well. That was one of the only things that helped them survive as long as they did. The last time they played TRK, doubling up on monster. Taco has all the experience in the world on monster, and I thought it was interesting. James Frank brought up, back in the SK days, this was the stomping ground of MIBR. These players are not not unfamiliar to this, I've made a video on Fur alone playing this map, how he's the reason that everybody else plays forward aggressive on Overpass. He's not doing that anymore, though. Things have changed since then, and we'll see if it's for the better or worse. Taco, he plays the... Oh, okay. Taco gets tagged playing inside a B site. And once every 5 or so rounds, he'll push Monster and perform some kind of big flank. For the most part, he sits here, waits, and hopes the targets come to him.
CT's dropping some nades here on bathrooms, but there's nothing there at all. We've got Cloud9 entirely clumped up outside the monster tunnel. We saw 2 players get cut down, piled on top of each other. And well, you've got the same 2 defenders in position, but TRK, he's got Taco closer to the bomb site. So this off angle, unexpected by the first key, walks right into it. Floppy, a little bit of a labored spray, but he gets the trade regardless. Now it's all about Taco. He's got himself just the one. The B site falls beneath the feet of Cloud9, and they've got the man advantage. Bomb is moving quickly into the site. They will plant regardless of the utility attempt there from the CTs, both of which are now here on Graffiti. Now, they could go for the wall boost here on the left, get some vision into the bomb site maybe, but it looks like they just want to try to trade train this one to a 4th round. They've got 2 flashbangs left over. Single flash for the T side, but JT gets the head of Fur. Fallen, he's feeling the pressure here, and he's not able to answer with a kill, so he's just going to creep away from this one. 7 rounds to Cloud9 on this T side already.
It's a big ask, too tall a task, especially if JT's going to come through with 2 Galil entries like that. TRK and Taco. It looked great when TRK got that first bit of damage in. The second player almost dying. Taco this time falls a bit short. You've got to have those 2 B players really connect and meet up and make 2 or 3 frags at minimum happen when you're holding. You have a solid advantage in a lot of positions holding for the monster pushes specifically. If you know they're coming, and TRK certainly did. So a bit of a failure on an individual level to hold the site down to make that retake a bit more possible. Cloud9, path of least resistance, avoiding the off. Running into the rifles, it's just the fights they wanted.
Yeah, running into each other at the start of this one. Kind of screws with their timing and lets Fur slip through. Ooh, baby. This could be the big one. Oh, he's got the first frag, but Modem's able to trade it. Okay, that could have been far worse. I mean, there's a world where they keep going past Fountain and don't double back to check him so that he could have taken a fight on his own accord. All things considered, I think Cloud9, they wiped the sweat off their brow. They got lucky to start this round.
So this is the exact topic that I made the video about for doing these pushes. But of course, the novelty wears off a bit when teams expect it. Now, he doesn't do it nearly as much anymore, but that's the kind of play that you expect out of him every once in a while. And yeah, he could have very easily gotten to. The obvious folly of it is that when people expect it and the kill goes untraded, you don't get useful information because it's so far pushed up. And you can't trade the kill. You can't guard the gun. There's a lot of things there that are risked.
Well, JT takes his risk. Extending around long. Now it's the double up inside of short B. Taco, they didn't expect him, but Sonic gets him easy trade. So it's all on Sonic. 1 versus 3, 20 seconds. He's got the smoke to throw over towards Heaven and a flashbang to exit. That one goes deep Graffiti, but he gets tagged up by the Opper and he's burnt to a crisp. A blinded KNG gets the molly kill, and we've got MIBR with 4.
I like the different look from MIBR to go for the short control instead. Cloud9 are going to go out to short control early. That's a good way to punish. It's obviously nice. You see that angle, even though it's low ground. Low ground versus high ground situational in Counter-Strike. And when the door opens and you've got all of this bottom of the floor railing to work with to play a number of headshot positions, it's hard to find out where those fights are going to be. Much easier to attack via short, and that's why Sonic had such an easy time killing Taco. But he did an entry first.
Ouch. Whoa. What? What? Where's that dink come from? He gets damaged up. Something. Yeah, there was just that wall. Sorry, that confused me. I just saw a bullet kind of bounce off of the connector stairs right above the shelves.
Yeah, the where the bullets land on our screen, it has nothing to do with where the bullets actually land. Unfortunately, those are completely inaccurate. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You'd have to turn on impacts to know.
Confused me. I was a little flustered by that one, Mohan. I thought so. I thought we were getting Deagle wallbangs over from outside Monster or something wild. But it's okay. It's okay. Everything under control. We are getting into the last few rounds of this first half. Cloud9 still leading by 2. Nice strong belt of utility here for Sonic. KNG, he may not realize they are this close to him. A little wild spray there with the MAC-10, but it's the M4 pick back up. Taco, he's going to boost a player on top of the sandbags, and TRK, he's looking for the impact, which he'll find. While blind, taking the head of JT, but Bottom, he pushed up into heaven. Fallen never saw that one coming, and we've got the T's all over this B bomb site. MIBR, they've got to contemplate whether they go for the retake. They are all inside of short.
They don't have heaven control. They gave Modem an op and they can plant for heaven. This is really, oh my god.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and give their backs up to OC, but it's actually not too bad. He only manages the first because he's still relegated to that Tech 9. He's going to move his feet forward here, getting ever closer to the site. He eats a bit of damage off of the barrels. Sonic, he's going to get blindsided by TRK, and they just need to figure out these last 2 positions. Floppy, he's inside of the water trying to give the cover, but TRK, he's defusing the bomb. He's on it. It's close, and Floppy shanks him in the back to rob it for Cloud9. They close with the straight up B rush.
Okay, my hands are up. That actually came a lot closer than I anticipated. A little bit of help there from OC. I thought at least OC would stay alive longer, but I also didn't realize that they could smoke out Modem so quickly, or had the smoke. Didn't notice that. So, yeah, nice attempt for sure. Definitely worthwhile. A lot of money here for Cloud9. It wouldn't have been the end of the world if they ended up losing that. Just really rough again that they're able to entry the B site this time with even worse guns and get those frags.
Ooh, good call out. I love this. We've seen them try to go for the wall boost, right? Remember when KNG's op, I believe, takes off a player and then OC just smashes them back with his own wall bangs? Well, they come at that short control from a different position with a similar strat. Boost up in connector, get a kill and a half, and then send Cloud9 back to a default closer towards A.
I love this. I want to see how Cloud9 work in the 4v5. They're going up against a broken buy here for MIBR. Long is a really nice look. I'm just looking for ops here on CT side. Don't see any. Yeah, A is probably the site of choice. Fur's in a pretty good spot to tether off his teammate. KNG's only got the M4. Would have loved to have an op in this position. But the rotates are out, actually. This is Steve Taco. He always finds the right time to push B.
Yeah, he's got that far-reaching flank going on at the moment. And they are so stacked up. But Fallen, he just gets caught with his back turned. KNG and Fur able to make up for it. Now the only thing left here for Cloud9 is the 2-man long hit. And they walk right into the M4s. It's Fur and KNG just locking it down there from short side. So very nice rifle work, just throwing themselves into the middle of Cloud9 and taking that 6. They could still finish this with only a 1-round difference. And at the start of this half, I don't know about you, Launders, but it looked like it was going to be the blowout.
Definitely. Now, Taco, he doesn't get the credit, and sometimes it's true. His aim isn't that great. But there was I think a DreamHack Masters where he had a really bad performance. Ooh, we have a second to talk about this, and I went and watched his Overpass demo and watched every single round he played on on B in Overpass. Every single time, on every single map, he picked the right round to push B without dying.
Ooh, a talent of his perhaps, and a talent for Fallen, getting these opening picks. He's able to swing that op around, take down JT, moves the sniper back a bit, but still floats around the bathrooms. And I mean, floating forward off of the bomb site is exactly how MIBR picked up their last round, but of course that was between KNG and Fur. This time, it's all Fallen. He does have TRK and Fur still on the bomb site, but they are tucked into the corners and kind of welcoming Cloud9 to come at them from long. Fallen's op finds a second victim, and more importantly than anything else, Fur, he's confirmed that the bomb is down. He just clotheslines OC. Modem's gonna have to try and swing big with the 1v4, but that's not gonna happen. MIBR, the Brazilian resilience at the end of the first half, a 1-point lead for Cloud9. Join us after the break to see who wins.
Am I wasting time? 'Cause I'm already gone so long. you're the thing I want. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now, like you do now. The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Whoa. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. When it's late at night, I feel you on my skin. My skin. You're all that's on my mind. It's finally sinking in. You're it. I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out. Cause no one makes me feel the way you do now, like you do now. Way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. Oh, it's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity.
Cloud9 with the opening map advantage, clearly favored here to close it out on Overpass. That was 8 T rounds, but we did see glimpses of brilliance from MIBR, and I have high hopes for their T side as they will start off with this second pistol. So buckle in, folks. We could be congratulating Cloud9 for surviving and getting revenge versus the Brazilians, or we've got MIBR making the run for the money. At the moment, it's going to be the short push. CT's looking for that early information, flashing over Monster. They're gathering all sorts of info, but they're not gathering kills.
Yeah, that's okay. Information can be just as valuable if with enough time as well. That'd be a nice factor in the equation. Great kill. Oh, 2 great kills from JT. How much more do you need? And the information comes into play with the flanks. They meet the frags with the flanks.
Uh-oh, Modem. He's inside of
my
that
God.
smoke. Oh, he's in the way! Move! Oh,
my
and
God.
Sonic's gonna get the headshot. Dude.
He
Bruh.
saw like his turtle shell helmet right before he went into the smoke.
I don't know.
Maybe. Highly
Modem deserves
awkward.
an assist there. I mean, there's no way to register that assist, but he literally held him down.
Body
He
blocked
held him
him, yeah.
down. And then somebody just comes and oh, it's just unfair
Here's-
almost.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, Cloud9, they break another record. Cool, not a
Do they?
huge record, but well, they get a better T side than they had the last time by 1 round, and their CT side is dramatically better than their T side. This is actually a map where MIBR's T side, they only got 4 rounds last time. They lost the second pistol. Is this going to be a Cloud9 2-0?
Who would have thought? You know, these teams do exchange results in best of 3 series, the 4 we have on record with the cores. You know, it's always alternating, Cloud9, MIBR, back and forth, and technically Cloud9 are due for the win. But I didn't think it would happen like this. MP9 gonna just rip flesh from bone off of the first 2 players. OC, he's gonna peek off the side of bathrooms and then dip back into the cover, trying to dodge the deagle shots, but no. Taco, he's got himself a second. And he just wants to keep trying to move this one forward. Very close to the head of Sonic here, but Sonic, he ducks back behind the cover. And now TRK is all alone.
I'm going to make it even worse. Unless TRK can win this. Stand in the face of 3 CTs. He knows where Floppy is. And he has so much time. We're going to hear that toilet flush in a second. Train goes by. No footsteps available. Floppy walks on through. TRK. Oh, man. He's got info on 2 now. And look at it. Floppy's just left him alone in the bathrooms. Is that safe? TRK.
He's been spotted. He's been spotted. Now he's got to move this one forward. It's Sonic versus TRK. And Sonic, he could just serve as a distraction, but he doesn't even do that much damage. TRK, he's going to look for another kill? Or what? He starts to plant bomb in front. 10 seconds left over. He looks away from the peak and he fumbles the ball. Floppy just comes back through the bathrooms and enacts revenge. Cloud9 taking a 10th.
He did let Floppy go. Floppy did go down the stairs, and he was worried about a player coming out of CT. All fair, all fair. Nice try, nice try. Very hard situation. Could have gone for the Optimus plant. Would have been the other safer option, but still a gamble no matter where you put it down. But here's how to make it even worse. MIBR, they only won 4 rounds last time they played. 4 to the 9 Cloud9 CT rounds. 3 of those rounds were off the pistol.
Oh. Oh, that is dire.
So we'll see if MIBR can break some records.
Sure. Time to find out. I'm not expecting too much in this round. We do just have that trio of Deagles. Fallen on the Glock.
They are spread thin like mayonnaise on toast.
Excuse me?
You lay it on thick, don't you?
Mayonnaise on toast? You're a freak.
Be some kind of sandwich that involves mayonnaise. It's not weird.
Oh, I suppose. A little BLT
Okay, sriracha
action.
mayo.
Here's the flashbang for OC. Ooh. He sees a couple of bodies and he's gonna take them both down. It's a little bit labored on the spray, but they were just jiggle peeking back and forth, so all is fair. However, we will see Fallen now try to pick up the pieces. He does pick up the Deagle at least, but here comes that P250, the single B player, and the second, Taco. He's gonna come out from short and get denied. So Fallen, oh yeah.
I love those. You gotta love those. Snap.
Now he's gonna get the M4. Look for a little bit more too, 20 seconds, and he's gonna get surrounded from all directions. He's just gonna desperately try to plant, perhaps, anticipating the peaks and nearly finding a chance there versus the tagged up OC and Sonic. But no, sir, it's Cloud9 with another, only the single casualty there from Fallen's nasty Deeg.
A 1v3 could have been a 1v5 in this spot. Very, very clean start to the half. So far, so good for Cloud9. OC's actually broke after this op upgrade. So what'll it be? What'll it be for MIBR? What side do they favor the most? They're outside B, keeping it simple. And Modem, he's putting on his fur pants. And I ain't talking animal.
Ooh, nice shot from OC there. Because of Modem's aggression, allowed OC to confidently just hold that angle. And now, yeah, you see MIBR double back. They've got to deal with this. They need to take back the control of this side of the map before they do anything. It didn't seem like they wanted A out the gate, but with more than a minute, they've got all the options. First, they need control.
Good, strong, long setup here. It's going to be hard to break out, especially with Modem around that corner. This will be the proper line of attack if they want to get into the A site. And, oh man, that could have been a free option to open that up. There's still the op behind him, so it's not exactly safe for Fallen to peek this. And second flash. The first one was just to lure him forward. The second one was a hook.
The 1-2 strike. Now Sonic's gonna just pepper the smoke here. OC keeping his angle on the side of bathrooms. Nice little extension there to grab back KNG. And a second for OC. Actually his third in the round, but a second here on bathrooms. Remember, he starts off with that deep pick down Fountain. He draws them ever closer. And Taco, well, he was trying his damnedest to get onto the site, but Floppy from behind takes Cloud9 to 12.
Listen, it's a hard setup to deal with no matter who you're playing against. But this was played very well from Cloud9. First of all, I love every step of the round. The initial opening aggression, OC connecting the kills, of course, helps. But then Modem's flash bait to pull in Fallen, who's really working alone. No support there to trade for him. And as the numbers whittle down, so do the chances for MIBR.
Looks like Modem wants more aggression. More aggression. But no, it's tempered aggression. And I think we have to respect Modem for that. He knows when it's too much. He knows when to settle down. Oh, Fur, Deagle chance. You see, throwing the bomb there actually makes him more aerodynamic so that he could jump away faster.
Well, I think he was actually thinking about just not letting the bomb die there.
More than likely. Here's the hold for Modem. He didn't get his opening frag, so he fell back, only to be given a second chance and a third kill. Excellently done here from Modem. He drops the smoke, draws TRK around it into his angle, so this anti-eco going fantastically for Cloud9. Fur, he's going to catch Modem on the side of the smoke. So a second casualty versus Cloud9, a picked up AK with armor, and more importantly than anything else, Fur still has this bomb. So the clutch is on. Legitimate 1v4 attempt. Obviously having cut down Modem first and foremost, only loses a quarter of his health in that engagement, so 25 each for the next 3 fights. He's going to decide to go down connector. There is Floppy over here, but Floppy's on the ladder, so if Fur had just been a little faster, then maybe he gets away. But that's back-to-back rounds now, where Floppy is the final nail in the coffin, getting behind these T's and striking them down with their backs turned.
This is nice. I mean, all the guns here are go down to Modem. Been fantastic to put together this long setup. His impact is definitely known. I was really looking forward to Dust 2 because Fur, he's been off and on, but by far his best map has been Dust 2. But yeah, we might have MIBR live long enough to see that. Outside Monster once again, trying to make ends meet with this buy. And wow, Fur is out first.
Yeah, Cloud9 really
this one.
Keeping up the aggression, keeping up the tempo. Fallen. Whoa, he throws himself into the middle. JT never saw that one coming, and Floppy's just the one and done. So now it falls onto OC. No, excuse me, Sonic. He's the player that falls into the water and then swings back on short. Oh no, he didn't get his kill, but he will take the head off of Taco. Sonic just coming at him from all different angles, but Fallen still standing. His second kill to the board. The Galil for TRK brings it into the clutch. A legitimate 1v1. And OC, well, he's got some utility. He's also got the bigger weapon. A single shot from that op could spell disaster for TRK, but it looks like he disengages only for the moment.
Oh, sound bait or sound drop there, so wants to get to a different gun. OC now has some good information, but he's playing it quite passively, just seeing what TRK wants to do. A huge reset of the situation could favor TRK. Walking back into B is probably the exact same as going towards A. I don't think OC is going to peek him. How long before OC seeks? I mean, the thing is, he has the op. It's going to be hard to move him off this position.
Yeah, but he's not actually not prying down towards short. Just chilling, sitting back, not moving at all. TRK kind of doing the same thing, sizing up the situation. You can see OC flirting with the corner, just coming around it ever so slightly. And TRK, he never went anywhere. Doubles back around from short. He's going to plant that bomb, and OC already in the open. TRK down as OC's patience pays off. He didn't even peek him, Mohan, just gave him the bomb plant, was willing to play retake, and he pulls it off perfectly.
Yeah, and on the one hand, he's got no better play, but it's almost better that he has the op, so he plays carefully in that spot, since TRK just simply wants him to make a mistake and come out too soon. And wow, another great start. I mean, there's plenty of aggressive CT options, and the thing is, they're not hard to do, and they're usually pretty safe for the CTs. The peek on mid, the short push with a teammate, a lot of these angles are CT favorite. That's what Overpass is all about. Cloud9, very aggressive, explosive team, and that's why their CT side is so conducive to their playstyle. They're always playing something.
Yeah, making moves, right? Whether it's the short push, the fountain peaks. Definitely not a passive team on Overpass, but oh, TRK almost getting OC.
He'll never hold that angle again if there's a smoke down. Clearly not as good as he thought.
Uh-oh, Taco. Oh, fully blind, and he splits the shots down the middle. Oh, but there's the repeat from Fallen, and Fur doubles back. And now it costs Fur a lot of health, but it's a 4 versus 3 regardless, and JT versus KNG goes well for Cloud9. 3v3 ensues. The rotation trying to get down as fast as it can, but Fallen, he moves forward, taking down JT. OC's op connects immediately, and everybody so far has been good for one, but TRK's grenade, that could make the difference. Modem's in position. He's got 20 frags so far this map, and now they know he's already close. He's not going to try to cut out the sound. Instead, he jumps to the top of the wood, and he calls out TRK's peak. A little bit of damage done to both these last 2 Ts. And Modem, caught fumbling grenades, trying to make his play. Fallen's had enough. He takes control of the situation and secures the Brazilians an 8.
How could you expect that? They actually came up to peek him after getting spotted on both points. Kind of like that. You could see the situation where Modem could win with those 2 fights since he has the good information, one potentially on the pillar, one playing Monster or both Monster together since he had short cut off. And MIBR finally pulled one together. It was such a sick flash push. Both sides of the tunnel, bullets right down the middle. It's usually not how it goes. You know, the blind guy ends up getting both kills. And this time, yeah, Cloud9's tactic was pretty strong. But it was the late player to Monster and the late player to Short that caused them the most trouble.
Creep and crawl up mid. Modem standing in the open, tucks into the corner at the perfect moment, and then he misses the second dink versus KNG. That could have been an opening kill. Now the rifle's just going to tear straight through. A flawless round from the Brazilians.
9-14. I've only seen one pretty good round, eco round here. Some of the rounds have gotten marginally close, but overall, Cloud9's game plan looks deep and dynamic. Modem will not have enough money to buy, so we might have another freebie to get MIBR into that dignified territory of double digits.
They're hustling for it. They don't want to be eliminated here and now. Taco, eats the flashbang, still able to serve up 1 frag, and he's regaining vision almost in time to deal another bit of damage. Fur, he tries to recollect the situation. Just bursting past connector door. Looks like KNG is going to task himself with getting this one back, but Modem, he didn't get the AK. Floppy did. However, he does move into T-spawn, which could have been a problem, but Fallen calls him out. And now the man advantage here for the T side. JT gonna throw a smoke on Short, and it's the walkout from KNG. Just finding the better of the timings here, MIBR. It looks scary for a moment, but in reality, Cloud9 should have never had a chance. Minute left up. T's with the bomb on site. OC looking for a headshot, but Fur's gonna drop his teammate, and now the scout connects. Only for the first, as Fallen shuts it down right then, right there. Double digits for MIBR, a 4-round lead, and still plenty of rounds to go.
If I'm JT, I'm thinking let's get OC up front again for a mid-peak. Oh, we finally got a fact as a pause is called. It's all nuke over there. We've seen more Overpass this games in DreamHack Masters NA than EU, despite having just 37 maps to 79. Yeah, I guess, you know, that makes sense. It's fallen out of the map pool for a few teams. It's weird because a lot of the teams in general have been, you know, have used it as their main for a long time. A lot of people still consider it to be, you know, one of the best maps. But
agreed.
Yeah, wins coming across wins seems to be the hard part. Even MIBR, they wouldn't pick this map in a veto. They would just let it be in a veto, even though they used to be good at it. Or maybe they still are. Yeah, they've got this opening push here from Modem. This is what I was thinking. They haven't employed this option for a while. The good flash his way, and oh my god, the Molotov is beautiful. The only blind spot is Molotov.
Yep. Very well played. And then Modem, he doesn't even fall back. He just holds this position. He turns the cover upside down and uses it against them. Oh man, his team's just kind of left him to the wolves, but he still gets out of their den. He was just in their house. Perfect Molotov to call out KNG's position, and he gets away alive. Awesome aggression there for Modem. 5 versus 3 situation caused from it. So that aggression right there. I mean that is potentially
See, that's
The
the
last
new age.
nail in the coffin.
That's
Yeah.
the new age CT aggression, right? Like Fur, he doesn't want to have to push it by himself and do all the work. Maybe you just need to do some work into how to support him, and that's how you do it. They supported Modem without being anywhere near him. That flashbang, that Molotov, that was beautiful. That's Shroud's donation to say, that is pristine.
It was. Honestly, I mean, you saw how confident Modem was when he saw the molly burning. You know, because either somebody was hiding in it and his gunfight was even easier, or it was clear for the taking and he could have just stuck up on the same position. So very cool. Very modern. Fur's gonna flash this execute in. 3 versus 5 still. Don't forget it for a moment. Taco on the bomb site decides to, double smoke. 8 seconds left over. Floppy's gonna try to deny the plant, but he doesn't. So now they've already started to cut off one player, and look at these CPs wasting no time. Fur, he gets distracted by the shadow of all things, and Taco's gonna have to come in massive. 1 versus 4, he goes down. Cloud9 with their 15th round.
That was a really confident retake that looked like it could have fallen flat on his face. We saw a small timing there off the smoke where the red HP player could have gotten sprayed down, but then OC chimes in, he's holding the right angle, everybody else moves up quick. Floppy obviously drops the kill on the guy trying to plant, but he's an extra man in this situation. This is all made possible by Modem. You can have some flubs and screw up in the retake if Modem has an opening like that and stays alive. So it's no surprise they end up winning it. Cloud9 on match point here to eliminate MIBR from DreamHack Masters.
Props to Christine. She called Modem the X Factor specifically on Overpass, ignored the opping prowess of OC and Sonic, and wanted to see more from Modem. Well, he is giving us a show and a half. And JT, well, he's gonna cut down that first player. He's shooting through the frickin' pipes, man. Fur just got piped. Now JT's gonna flash back out into short, and he is safe for the time being, but the smoke fades. And Fallen, ooh, he's gonna bag him. That's at least cut down to just the single man advantage. But we saw Modem go big in the playgrounds. He was the reason in the 25th that they held on to the 5v3. And then this round, it's JT. So not the necessary stars for Cloud9, still putting up huge impact. And they've all walked by Modem. He's gonna turn his head back around. He's gonna see the back of the first player, a little bit labored, but still he gets the kill. And with throwing the flashbang, he's just holding this position. He still doesn't know that Taco is right behind him, but Taco jumping up will get the trade frag. There's still the 2 ops up with 40 seconds to play here, but MIBR, tournament life on the line. "30 seconds isn't gonna make this one any easier. They're starting to unload the utility, clearly giving the warning sign to the CT side. It's both of those snipers here in position. Floppy eventually gonna come around on the flank, and we've seen him find heavy impact as he comes up from behind the bathrooms, but they are gonna give up the bomb plant first and foremost. A frag grenade for Taco, but he gets tagged by one of the 2 ops, and Floppy, well, that flank's good enough. Fallen, he's being pressured. He needs both of these kills, and we've got OC just sitting patient. Sonic's gonna close the distance, and that's that. Cloud9 kicking MIBR out of the tournament and securing their spot in the lower bracket round 2 versus Team Liquid.
It's going to be a long climb back, but what a kick-ass performance by Cloud9. All the screen glare and everything. Really well played by Cloud9, defeating a big threat from last week and a MIBR who seem to be getting better in general. Cloud9 do it. They win on T sides. They have a great CT side. They look super solid. Didn't expect that 2-0.
No, not at all. You know, I was thinking another 3-mapper. I was thinking really close games. I mean, we just got the result the other way around. And more often than not, when these teams meet, it is a 3-map series. But not today, Launders, not today. We had Cloud9 in pretty damn convincing fashion, and that excites me. Are they here to make a lower bracket run? Their next matchup, as I said, versus Team Liquid, but what lies after that? 100 Thieves and Furia. It doesn't get any easier from here, and I think the fact that they did it in convincing fashion bodes well for them. We're just gonna have to find out. We are done with the Counter-Strike today. Our analyst will join you guys after the break. Me and Mohan will see you tomorrow.
this may be why you should never sleep on Cloud9. They get the 2-0 over MIBR in this matchup, and it was a damn convincing one for a lower bracket match. Cloud9 seemed to have a lease of new life from start to finish, and we saw Floppy step it up in the first map, but this time around it was Mr. Motum, and that was the man that you pointed out, Potter, to be keeping an eye on, and well, he certainly showed us why.
He definitely did show us why, and it's really... Hello. Oh, yeah, and it's really... and it's really every single member of this Cloud9 roster that constantly is impressing, right? I mean, it's really the eagerness of each individual willing to go in, willing to bait and trade, willing to be the first man into these bomb sites. So, I mean, even going back to Inferno, you saw Sonic just bunny hopping, allowing OC to have a clip moment, right? And so I really appreciate the willingness to go out in front into the firefight of all these individuals on Cloud9.
Now, Pim, we all went for MIBR in this one, and well, the phone's ringing away. We're going to get Fallen. He's going to be on the line this time around, and Fallen, it's good to see you, man, but
Hello,
we were all so far behind you guys. We're seeing the improvements, we're seeing the strides you guys are making forward. What did you feel went wrong, especially on Inferno this time around?
Hello, everyone. The Inferno was a very hard matchup, and they changed their approach towards Banana from the last game. They were a little bit more aggressive, like mid-round, instead of really coming for the first initial fights. And we kind of won the first initial fights there. And then we knew that the game would shift a little bit towards a different style. And we didn't manage to adapt well towards what's next to happen, in my opinion. So I'm going to have to go and rewatch the match and see how it did go. And then went to the CT side. CT side was pretty much very similar to what we played last time. But this time, we didn't play that well, mainly on the A side. They were focusing a lot going to the A side. They're not actually fighting for Banana too much as their terrorist side. And we didn't really make a good defense there, in my opinion, compared to the last game success. So that was the main difference from this game to the last one.
Fallen, last weekend you guys had a great showing at the Blast Spring Series. You ended up actually beating Cloud9 and going far in that tournament, winning the region for you guys. Would you say you guys overperformed last week, or were you underperforming today, or is it a bit in between right now?
It's hard to really say. Definitely didn't play our best game today, and have been much better in the past recent past, but can't really give you an answer towards that. We're gonna have to see the next games for us as well.
Okay.
Fallen, in this series, you guys didn't win a single pistol round. Now, KNG did his best to posture to get you guys back into the series for a comeback, but without a pistol round, it just becomes so much more difficult. How much emphasis did you put onto these pistols coming into this series?
The same emphasis I put on the last time, and I think last time we won 3. So pistol rounds are just as rare as it is. Like there are some pistols that we have won. I think it's about who is getting the shots and a little bit of the strategy as well. But the emphasis was pretty much the same as last time when we won 3 of them. And this time, unfortunately, 2 games that went double digits for both teams and no pistols for us, and that really makes a difference.
Last week we talked about TRK being the new player for you guys. Is he getting better along? Is it still growing on him? And are you satisfied with his performance so far?
I'm very satisfied with his performance overall. He's getting better. He's very communicative. He's helping the team a lot. And I think today wasn't a great show for everyone, so I can't really put the blame on anyone. So it isn't about one player or another. It just overall we didn't perform well.
Now, go on, Potter, you go.
Sorry, James, one more question. How much freedom does TRK have on this lineup? Because historically in the past, MIBR has struggled with incorporating their new fifths and making them as successful as you and Fur and Taco. What's the look for TRK? Are you guys adjusting to him and his comfort level, or are you making him adjust to you guys and your game plan?
He has a lot of freedom, just like any other player. He's able to do some call-outs. He's able to do some rounds where he can choose what's going to do or call players to play around him. He's doing those kind of things. But it's a balance, right? Everyone has to do it a little bit during the game about what you feel is coming next from your opponent as well. And I think he has a good freedom to do what he likes most, but he also has to stay in the strategy that we want with the things we think is going to work better as a team.
Now, Fallen, final question for me was, what do you see as the thing that's mainly missing for you guys to give your form and give you all back like the old MIBR we're used to seeing?
Well, no team is playing like the old LG, SK days in the past. The only team who was able to do that was Astralis for a couple of times, and not even Astralis is doing the same anymore. So that's quite a challenge to achieve. And we are struggling the same thing that the other teams are struggling. It's very hard to compete on a high level every single day in Counter-Strike right now. A lot of teams are very dangerous. They know how to play the game. They're changing the strategies. They're strategy as well. So the competition is very high level. And it's up to who's going to perform better at that day and how prepared your team is. We try to do the best we can, but sometimes it's going to blow our opponents as well.
Certainly does. Fallen, thank you as always for your time, man. I really appreciate the answers. And we'll speak to you in the future events going forward, mate.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Have a good run the rest of the tournament. Thank you.
Thank you. I do love to get the words in from Fallen there, because he always gives the honest way of doing it. And I think that's a really weird thing at the moment, right? We talk about just online CS, but in general, it really feels, especially in North America, that anyone can beat anyone on any given day. It is a true coin flip.
I think I said it coming into this one that North American Counter-Strike right now is just a bit all over the place. I think it's not as bad as it was 3 weeks ago. I think we are, seeing teams thrive well under this new, let's say, circumstances. I think Liquid yesterday got to show us that they are on their way back. We see Furia, they are consistently performing at a higher level. We see the Thieves are slowly but surely getting better. Maybe there's the signs of life in EG, but overall, Potter, I think North American Counter-Strike have been in a better spot than it is right now.
Yeah, it definitely has. But you know what? Cloud9's given me some hope for North America once again, because, man, if MOTM, if he can keep replicating performances like this, I mean, it's a promising future. He was so slippery on this overpass. You pointed it out, James. I mean, he's just all over the place, flanking, his confidence to be up at top at parties. So all of these things bodes well for Cloud9, North America. We'll see.
You found the positives in there, and I know we're going to have one positive player on the line right now. It's going to be Floppy from Cloud9. Now, Floppy,
guys.
Not only was this a 2-0, but it was a very convincing 2-0. You seem to have changed a fair few things up in how you're approaching Banana, according to Mr. Fallen, when we're looking at Inferno. So practice paying off right now? You got your revenge?
Yeah, especially on Inferno. I didn't know Fallen mentioned that, but we kind of pretty much countered their banana takes like the whole time, and we had to just adjust to it because it wasn't working before, so we obviously had to change stuff up.
Go next. There we go. Wait.
I got it. Floppy. Man, you have been performing just admirably, consistently through and through. I mean, ever since you've joined this Cloud9 lineup, what is it that's making you so successful, and what is it that's making you get better and better each time we see you?
I don't know. I think my teammates just set me up really well, like in every game, and I just have like the ability to capitalize on that fact that my teammates can help me.
But are you the one coordinating it when you come into practices and you're visualizing how you want to entry into the site, or is that JT? Is that your analyst?
I definitely say that's JT, because like before the games, we usually like spend 1 to 2 hours like on each map, just like discussing what we need to be doing and like proper pathing and stuff like that. And sometimes when like things get hectic, it could be me, it could be someone else as well. So like everyone pitches in.
Floppy, I made the argument coming into this game that you guys, as of lately, may, result-wise at least, have been stagnating a little bit. It hasn't been, a static progress as it was at the beginning for you guys. Do you feel playing-wise you're still evolving, you're still getting better? And would you agree that your results as of lately haven't been satisfying enough for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's just more of like, originally like, we had like a honeymoon period as well, so I think teams are just like adapting towards what we're doing, and as a result it just gets like more difficult to play against these other teams that are seeing what we're doing all the time. So I think like we're still there, but it's just going to be more difficult for us as time moves on.
Are you satisfied with that? Are you satisfied with where you are right now as a team?
Oh, as a team, yeah, I think we can get better, and that's all that matters. It's just looking at the tiny 1% of what we can do to get better.
Alrighty.
Now, Floppy, you guys are going to be facing Liquid tomorrow, and they certainly showed us a much better Liquid than we've seen in recent times. How do you feel going into that one? How do you feel you guys match up versus them?
Yeah, I think like recently Liquid haven't been like at their peak, considering everything's like been online as well. But if they do what they did against Gen G today, then I don't know, anything can happen. I think they're all individually talented players, so it's going to definitely be a close BO3.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. Floppy, thank you very much for your time. Go off and enjoy the rest of your day and celebrate in style.
Cool, thank you guys.
Well, Mr. Floppy, not only delivering the answers for us here. Now, Pimp, you got some drawing board magic to break down for us, so we're going to be looking at Cloud9 just bullying MIBR, right?
Yeah, because we kind of set it up coming into this matchup that the B side, especially on Overpass, is one that Cloud9 likes a lot. And they were trying to constantly put pressure towards MIBR. I raised the question, do you think MIBR have prepared for that? And the answer right here is on your screen. Yes, they have. Look at the setup right now. Fallen up towards 7, KNG over here, TRK and Taco. 4 players located towards the B bomb side from the beginning. Only Fur playing alone over here. Now what happens is that they're going to do a nice little boost, and that's going to kill TRK. Unlucky champ. We can now move forward. And you can see they're still looking towards the B bomb side. Look at MIBR. Fur is now rotated towards heaven. They have 4 players still situated towards the B bomb side. They know exactly that Cloud9, they love this B bomb side. KNG, unfortunately, pushes out short. He's going to get taken down in just a second, loses that duel. Fallen as well, gets the trade frag, but then gets taken down from MOTM coming in from here. We can take a look at the point of view from the Cloud9 players as well. Every single player from MIBR is aware that this is going to be a B hit. They are afraid of the B bomb side, yet it still worked for Cloud9. This is a nice pick from MOTM. That Molotov right there, maybe a little bit lucky. Nice shot by OC, and then MOTM coming in, charging through the Molotov and getting another double kill. These players from Cloud9, I don't know what it is with them and the B bomb side on the Overpass, but they just feel so comfortable when they take it. So even though MIBR was well aware there was a dangerous place for them to be, they located 4 guys towards the bomb side from the beginning, even Fur rotating in as soon as the first guy died. They couldn't stop it, and that was a big part of why Cloud9 got off with a good T side.
Now, today has been quite a wild one here at the DreamHack Masters, because we started off today with FaZe taking on Na'Vi. And Na'Vi, they went missing again. They couldn't handle BMAS and Brokey, who the young superstars came alive and said, you know what, Simple, we'll give you a taste of your own medicine.
And what a surprise, but a pleasant surprise, right? To see the 2 young guns, the newcomers on this star-filled lineup of FaZe, to be the 2 that actually bring FaZe over the finish line and beat up on Na'Vi, who, I mean, as you mentioned, James, yesterday, they kind of stole our hearts away. Simple had one of his simple moments coming out huge, but today it seemed like a different Na'Vi, but a new FaZe as well.
Yeah, they're feeling a lot more comfortable with what they've got to offer. And if we can see more performances like that, then I am super scared of anyone that has to go and face FaZe. The next up, we got to see Liquid take on Gen G. And I'll be honest with this one, even with Liquid's form, I expected a bit more from Gen G in that. I expected them to fire back in some way, but it was really only automatic at one point.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to see Liquid play well. Like we said it yesterday, I'm not going to put stock into any Liquid matches before they that they can play at a good level. But it's like, Liquid is supposed to be one of the best teams in the world. Simple as it is. When you look at the players, Twist right here on your screen, Elish, one of the best players of last year. You have Stu2K, who's an amazing entry fragger. There's so much skill in Liquid, so them beating Gen G like they did today, that's what we expect from them. So I'm not going to give them too much credit for doing what's expected from Liquid, but it is good to see them getting better. Whereas for Gen G, there was a period where you could put them into conversation for, maybe these guys are the next big thing within North American Counter-Strike. Maybe they can challenge, the Cloud9s, the Furious, the Liquid, but I think they slowed down a little bit as well. Their honeymoon period is over, and they now have to redefine themselves again and maybe find that extra level.
I like what you were saying there, Pimp, right? Doing what they're expected to do, but it's because we haven't seen it from Liquid in quite a while that we start to worry a bit. But let's take a look at the bracket now, see how all of these games will be going over the next couple of days, because this is where it's starting to get exciting. We're going to have Liquid going up against Cloud9, and then the winner of that will have to face the Thieves, while Furious sit nicely sat in the grand final. And normally they don't have a lot of success in grand finals, but right now at least they have one map.
At least they do have that one map. And you're right, James. I mean, it's that small pattern that we hope doesn't come true, but it's certainly a possibility for Furia. But you know what? They're sitting pretty right now. They seem to be enjoying the time off that they have between these matches, and they certainly always capitalize on those small days that they have in between. So I think they're going to be watching this Cloud9, this informed Liquid, and preparing a little bit of a game plan in the background. So they're certainly ready.
I was just about to say, who's going to beat them, right? I think the only team who can beat Furia right now is Liquid if they show up again. If Liquid gets back to a level where they play like today. If they play like today against Gen G, they can make it all the way to the final, then there's a chance. But Liquid, they need to step it up. Otherwise, I'm afraid that Furia is going to crown themselves champions. They're playing some stellar Counter-Strike right now.
I got to ask you guys, how's your European predictions looking? Because I did have G2 in the final, but from the lower bracket, and Na'Vi's now gone. So, yeah, mine's screwed.
I'm pretty sure I had FaZe Clan and G2 in the finals. So, James, I'm about to win this as I always do.
Okay, Pip. What about you,
All
Connor?
right, relax over there. Yeah, you know, actually, don't relax over there because my predictions are not working out at all.
No.
FaZe Clan threw the spanner in the works by knocking out Na'Vi, but you know, as I said again, it was a pleasant surprise. The only thing is now Na'Vi aren't going to be able to kind of get the revenge on the G2 side of things. But you know what? Take a look at Big, man. They're sitting up there looking pretty as well, waiting to face off versus FaZe Clan. I think that one right there, that's going to be a surprise. I mean, Big can certainly take it on to FaZe.
You guys should just have done what Stunner did. He copied my homework, he copied my predictions, so now he's looking like a smart boy. I'm just telling you, this one is for free for both you, Potter and James. Just copy my stuff, you know, copy my homework, and you'll be fine for the future. Don't worry about it.
I'm not into copying homework. Maniac already tried to accuse me of that, and I told him, no, it's not about that life. That's not how we roll over here. But that big FaZe Clan matchup, right? It's the rematch from the upper bracket first game they had, but it's a very, very different FaZe right now. So I can't wait. I am so excited for that game. I am truly nerding out in all Counter-Strike ways. But we should nerd out some more by going to our Corsair play of the day. And finally, there's a Liquid member here. It's Elise getting the ace on Gen G.
Fantastic. It's been a while since we've seen Elise play at a high level, and this ace right here, I got to see it as a highlight when I got home from my break today. Elise is just a fantastic player. There's no doubt about it. He's so cold, composed, and he's good in the game, right? He just haven't been playing at that high level as of recently. I don't know what it is, Potter. I think John and Elise is a player that thrives well when everything around him is thriving well as well. So the discomfort with Elise right now in Team Liquid may stem from the fact that they're changing in-game leader, from the fact that they're maybe having a little bit of an identity crisis, but seeing him play well as he did today, I always enjoyed, because last year he was one of the best players in the world, so why not replicate that performance for 2020 as well?
Yeah, let's see if he can. But we're getting towards the end of the day. We're getting towards the end of the show. It's been a fast day of 2-0s across the board. But again, you wouldn't be watching this amazing Counter-Strike action without the thanks to all of our amazing sponsors making this magic happen, from Corsair, Intel, Monster Energy, DTS, AT&T, and Betway. Those guys are keeping it all locked and loaded for us to ensure we get some amazing Counter-Strike. But guys, the games we got tomorrow, I'm going to ask this every single time. Which ones are you looking forward to most? Because mine's the opening game, Big versus FaZe Clan. I'm just excited to see the rematch with FaZe potentially looking better, depending on which one shows up. Then we've got Liquid taking on Cloud9, and then we're ending day with 100 Thieves versus either Liquid or Cloud9, depending on who wins that game.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Potter. I guess you're all about the Liquid Cloud9.
Actually, I'm looking at Big FaZe as well. I gotta be honest with you. I'm on James's side. Big, we know that they put a lot of emphasis on their prep. They've showed it time and time again. Yeah. Is it going to be enough though to hold back the aim of FaZe and their ability to just pull rounds out of the hat? So I'm not sure, but I think it is. Something tells me Big has what it takes to bring in some crazy game plan to beat out FaZe.
I think Nico said it pretty well in the winners interview today. Like, if we're playing Big again, I don't think there's in any world that result is going to replicate itself. I don't think they're going to be able to pull off that result again. That's basically what he said, not with those words, but that was the meaning of it, right? Nico is a guy that believes a lot in himself, so are FaZe Clan, and with what they showed us today, I think they have to be the favorites going against Big Clan. Another little bonus info for the viewers that is still sticking around, Big Clan is actually playing right now, and they're playing against Virtus Pro in the qualifier for Pro League, and they are up. They were up 1-0 in maps, but they just lost the second map in that series, 16-12. So Big is still having that problem where they're playing against some second tier 3 teams where they can't beat them, and then all of a sudden they show up against FaZe Clan and just demolish them. It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent, and you can't bet your money on something that's inconsistent. So yes, I think FaZe Clan are the favorites for tomorrow as well.
Counter-Strike doesn't make sense at the moment, but what does make sense is making sure you're back tomorrow for more DreamHack Masters. Thank you all of you guys at home for watching. We're going to go home and rest, or just behind us and rest even. We don't even need to go home, but the production do. So time for us to end this show and get the hell out of here. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.